I want to talk about the power of prayer. I want to share a testimony about how I literally prayed my way out of a situation just because of my faithfulness and obedience in the Lord, and how He can do the same thing to you. Last year, I was working as a barista. It was my first leadership role. And although I loved being trusted with that responsibility, it was too much work for too little pay. The management was awful. Things were always breaking down and going out of order. No tickets were being put in. Like, I didn't have a good manager. I didn't have a healthy work environment. I felt like I was starting to lose my mind. And because I was just running around, I was working these 12-hour shifts. I was burnt out every day. Like, I would come home and I would be asleep from like 6 p.m. till 7 o'clock in the morning to do it all over again. And so I wasn't having time to go to church and fellowship. I wasn't having time to read and to spend as much time as I should in prayer with God because I was burnt out. I was so tired. So when I was at work, my whole shift would become a whole prayer. I would talk to God about everything that was upsetting me. I would tell Him, this feels like too much of a burden to bear, and I know You wouldn't do that to me. So, Lord, I just pray that You get me out of this situation. And I didn't even have time to go on the job search, but I knew I could not stay there anymore. So I kept giving it to God. I said, God, please get me out of this position. So one day, I guess someone finds my resume on Indeed. It's for this healthcare place. They sell like medical equipment, and they asked me in for an interview. I was like, whoa, okay. Then I blew off the interview because I was like, oh, I just don't feel like putting myself out there. Then I instantly felt like convicted and regretted it. And I instantly called and was like, hey, can I reschedule this interview? They let me. And then I got the job the next day. This is where the testimony part comes in, is the fact that it was a role that they never like expected to have open. They literally made up this role and didn't need any type of fulfillment. Like, I would ask like, okay, so what do you want me to do today? There would be no work for me. So imagine sitting at a desk all day and you're basically losing your mind, having nothing to work on for 8 hours. So you know what I did? I finally had time to sit down and get in the Word and start reading in the Bible and prayer journaling and getting to know Jesus and His Word. God literally opened up that position. For 5 months of my life, I was able to sit and read through the Gospels and read God's Word and actually digest and launch my relationship with Jesus. Like, this is the God we serve. He wants to know us. He wants relationship with us, and He'll do what it takes to get us there. It's crazy to me. Like, and I'm not even at that job anymore, but like, it became Bible study every work shift.